Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a closer look at one of my favorite semiconductor companies out there, Nvidia. We can see in the past 5 days the company is up over 17.7%. So in today's episode I want to kind of explain a little bit what's happening within the company. We have seen a few reports, for example, how the company is trying to bypass regulations that the United States has made, some of their numbers in the top 500 supercomputer list, and some new products. So all that in today's episode. Let's get started.
I do want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and make sure to check out fool.com/Jose to get the top 10 stocks to buy right now.
Just a quick update, after recording this episode, we actually got some amazing news from Nvidia, so I'm plugging it here first. Nvidia teams up with Microsoft to build massive cloud AI computer. Tens of thousands of Nvidia GPUs, Nvidia Quantum 2 Infinite Band, and full stack Nvidia AI software coming to Azure. Nvidia, Microsoft, and global enterprise to use platform for rapid, cost-effective AI development and deployment. So overall, this just shows the overall strength of Nvidia solutions, especially in the data center market. And we can see tens of thousands of Nvidia GPUs. So obviously, this is going to be a great topic for the upcoming earnings. And again, this is super bullish. At the end of the day, I don't think Nvidia's stock price is moving much right now. We are seeing kind of a bit of a tech market downturn today after the numerous green days we have had. Overall, super bullish for Nvidia in my opinion, and we'll continue with what I originally had in today's episode, which are some more great topics for Nvidia and their market solutions for the data center in general. So keep enjoying. First, let's take a closer look at stock price. We can see in the past 5 days, the stock is up roughly 17.7%. It has been an amazing time for the tech market, but we can see pre-market right now, as I am recording, stocks are dropping a nice amount. Nvidia is down roughly 2%. We can see even semiconductor giant AMD is on the same boat in the past 5 days. It's up 22.7%. Pre-market is down roughly 2%. One of the main reasons that the overall semiconductor market has seen kind of a nice growth in the past few days is we did see Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway kind of invest or disclose a position in TSMC, the semiconductor giant. And this is a company that's pretty much the backbone of the semiconductor industry. So if many believe, or big investors believe, that TSM is going to do well, then that has to mean that the overall semiconductor market also has to do well. So we see a lot of kind of semiconductor companies go up. We can see TSM in the past 5 days is up 21% roughly, and we can see that huge gain after the overall position was disclosed by Berkshire Hathaway's. For those that are not familiar, today on November 16th, Nvidia is expected to report their third quarter results. This is not going to be too much of a pre-earnings video. Again, there's so much happening with the company that I'd rather discuss, because I'll probably do a video on earnings later on today. But overall, right, the market is kind of a mixed market. Some people are believing that the consumer market is going to continue to drop, which is going to drop the gaming segment for this company. Others believe the data center market is going to be what's going to help offset some of this decline. I know last quarter was pretty bad for Nvidia, so many investors are wondering where we're going to go from here. Obviously, we don't know, so might as well just wait for those post earnings. We did have kind of some good news today. Credit Suisse did assume Nvidia at outperform, and they announced a price target of $210. So that is some great bullish news. Remember, Nvidia right now is sitting at roughly $163, $165, depending where it opens up on the day. Now let's take a closer look at some new solutions. Here on November 14th of 2022, we see that the Nvidia H100 and Quantum 2 systems announced worldwide. For those not familiar, the H100 are the new kind of GPU solutions for the data center market here that Nvidia is producing. And for those not familiar, the Quantum 2 Infinite Band is their networking solutions. And we know in the data center market is more than just a CPU and a GPU race, right? There's also other products that need to go there. Nvidia also has a really strong strength in the networking side for data center solutions. And if you are enjoying the episode so far, make sure to hit the thumbs up, as it does help me grow my overall audience. If you want to support a little bit more, make sure to subscribe using my link at fool.com/Jose. Finally, if you are here, it probably means you are a semiconductor investor. Make sure to check out the #1 semiconductor investing podcast in the world. Well, upcoming. The link is right above. Episode 3 should be released pretty soon. Outside of that, I know we've talked about it a lot here. There have been regulations for a lot of these tech giants, a lot of these semiconductor companies to not be able to send out powerful chips to countries like China. Main reason is national security, the fear of them using these kind of artificial machine learning chips to kind of improve their militaries, causing the United States to kind of create some export bans. So pretty much Nvidia, to kind of bypass some of these exports, what they're doing is they're creating kind of new products with old architecture, but they're bringing down the speed, they're bringing down the performance, so they're able to bypass that kind of regulations. So recently, Nvidia did create the A800 GPU, which went into production in Q3, and it's another alternative product to the Nvidia A100 GPU for customers in China. They do mention that the A800 meets the US government clear test for reduced export control and cannot be programmed to exceed it. So that's great news. We do believe that, hey, Nvidia was going to take a nice amount of loss not having those customers in China due to regulations. Here they're kind of providing a solution. The real question is, are the Chinese customers going to grab this new solution, or are they going to try to find somewhere else to purchase instead? I'm going to say there's going to be a good chance that they are going to buy and take the A800. We also kind of got some news on the top 500 supercomputer list. This gets updated, I believe, twice a year. We get it in June and then again in November. And in November, we do see that in the top 10 systems, we're going to see some NVIDIA numbers. But I do want to mention a few things. First, the number one supercomputer remains Frontier. This kind of beat the last one, the top one last review on June. And this is an all AMD product. It comes with AMD CPU and it comes with AMD GPUs as well. And many believe this is going to stay on number one for a long time. The last number one computer was there for numerous years. So there are a lot of AMD products here. But I do want to say the one taking the win in majority in the top 10 is NVIDIA. So if we start looking at number 4, Leonardo, which is the only newest supercomputer here on the list that made it to the top 10. All the other ones have been here for some time, but Leonardo comes with the Nvidia A100 and also comes with Nvidia HDR100 Infinite Band. That's their networking solutions. We see number 5 also has Nvidia Volta GPUs and Mellanox Infinite Band networking solutions. We see Sierra, number 6, comes with Nvidia Volta GPUs, again Mellanox Infinite Band. Next, if we take a closer look at number 9, comes with Nvidia A100. And then if we take a closer look at number 9, it comes with NVIDIA's A100 and Mellanox GPUs as well. Mellanox Infinite Band networking solutions. So we can see from the top 10 list, NVIDIA provides solutions for 5 out of those top 10s. And just because NVIDIA is 5 out of those top 10s doesn't mean the other competitors that we know, like AMD, is the other 5. There are a lot of products and other kind of custom companies that provide accelerators. So AMD is only in 2 out of the top 10. So we can see NVIDIA still holds a huge lead here in the top 10 product market for supercomputers. We also saw NVIDIA's H100 enter the supercomputer list. For those that are not familiar, the H100 is NVIDIA's new GPU solutions for the data center market, new accelerators. This is not the biggest supercomputer, so it's not one that meets performance. Henry is the supercomputer's name, is actually ranked 405th on the top 500 list. But what it's really amazing here is this is actually the number one most efficient computer. It actually made Henry is now the most energy efficient publicly ranked supercomputer in the world. Before I close up the episode, I just want to show the overall growth that the company NVIDIA is actually seeing here in the supercomputer market. Here we can see the accelerators, and this is for November 2021, so a year ago. 70.2% of accelerators actually came from some other brands, so numerous other companies. 16.8% came from NVIDIA's Volta, and 8.6% came from NVIDIA's Ampere. And then we see a lot of other NVIDIA products here, but very small. So we can see the top 2 for NVIDIA was 16.8 plus 8.6, which is roughly 25.4% of the accelerators on NVIDIA's highest kind of GPU platform. If we take a closer look now at November of 2022, we can actually see Nvidia has gained a nice amount of market share. So right now we can see Nvidia Volta, which is their previous generation, still remains at 16.8%, but their most current generation, Nvidia Ampere, was 12.8. So this is closer to roughly 30% of accelerators comes from those two, of the top 500 list comes from Nvidia. I think that is insane. It grew market share, and I do believe as Nvidia continues to produce their H100, the Hopper, Nvidia Hopper solutions, we're going to continue to grow market share here because they're just starting to enter it. I wouldn't be surprised for the upcoming June of 2023 update list. This is going to grow even more with that Hopper solutions. We can see the other solutions drop from 70% to 64.6, a huge growth coming from Nvidia's top player itself. So I think that's overall bullish news. It kind of shows the strength of Nvidia's products, and obviously this is a great kind of I wouldn't say some advertisement or some highlights. Nvidia can be like, hey, in just a year we've increased the amount of percentage wise of our GPUs that are hitting the top 500 supercomputer list. So pretty impressive there. I'm super excited. So earnings come out later today. I'll definitely be doing a video, so make sure to stay tuned and watch that video as well.